is up, YouTube? It's RSMario here, aka the real Super Mario, aka the Loot Box Hero. Check out the second channel because the second channel is popping, especially once I drop that Yasuke video. Aka YouTube's greatest fat man here, bringing you another video. All right, so we have Pokemon Legends ZA news to talk about. We have some speculation about, some stuff going on in Pokemon Legends ZA, some stuff going on in Generation 10. We have some really far out speculation about from Riddler Khu to talk about. Potential Mega Pokemon might have been spotted in the trailer, as well as a little bit. We got some Poke Drama. I almost forgot the Poke Drama. So we got some potential Poke Drama today. We're going to talk about between Riddler Khu and Joe Merrick, so that's going to be pretty interesting. Of course, if you want to continue getting videos like this from me, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, do all the good stuff that YouTube requires you to do to continue getting videos from me. Follow me at twitter.com/RSMario128. Like my video tweet, share my video tweet, and I'll shout you out at this portion of the video. Alright, so I know I'm a little late to some of this, mainly because I was trying to get the Mega Evolution video out. I've been trying to do the Yasuke video for the second channel, and so I had this video filmed and ready to edit it, and then I deleted it. So I'm reshooting the video again. So, better late than never though. So, first off, we have Riddler Khu. So Riddler Khu is doing some interesting speculation here, as he tends to do. So he says, your ZA game is coming. And he has a picture of Zero Aura from one of those like Chinese Pokemon mobile games. So what is he talking about here? Well, we know Zero Aura is the mythical Pokemon for Generation 7. I believe he was the last, not Gen 7. Was it Gen 7 or Gen 8? It might be Gen 8. My bad. It was Gen 8. He was the last mythical Pokemon for Generation 8. And he was also the last Pokemon to get a movie. So he's, what Riddler Khu is saying here is that there's a potential that he might get a ZA style game in the future. Because essentially what the ZA games are, the Legends games are going to be doing is that they are basically filling in gaps in the story. All right, just think of what the Clone Wars cartoon did for the prequels. All right, you know what I'm saying? The Clone Wars cartoon gave like connective tissue and like context and like filled in the blanks of the prequel trilogy of Star Wars so well that people actually like the prequels now. You know, that and the sequels were kind of garbage, but still, a big part of that was because of the cartoon. Legends Arceus is going to do the same, or Legends, the Legends series in general, is probably going to do that same thing for Pokemon. You know, fill in, add some context and some connective tissue to past Pokemon games and stories, so that way, you know, they'll be better. The other possibility here is that the Legends games could be even number games with remakes being odd numbers. Because if you really look at it, I mean, Legends Arceus was Generation 4. ZA is 6. Then, of course, the next ZA or the next Legends game will be 8. Oh, we have Light with some possible confirmation of a Mega Evolution in Pokemon Legends ZA in the trailer. So I've combed over this trailer and I didn't find this. So that's pretty interesting. You know what I'm saying? I missed it the first time when I did an analysis of the trailer. But he has this picture here and it says Mega Ariados confirmed in Pokemon Legends ZA. And they have this shot of what looks like a different version of Ariados that could be a Mega. You know, and I could definitely see them giving Ariados a Mega, mainly because he's a Gen 2 Pokemon, and if this alleged Gen 2 game exists that Umino Tami has been talking about, then of course, you know, I mean, they would definitely want to give references to some Gen 2 Pokemon. Not to mention, they've kind of referenced most of Gen 1 at this point for gimmicks and whatnot. It's about time that they start doing this with Gen 2. You know, we've kind of seen them already start doing this with things like, you know, Blood Moon Ursaluna and just Ursaluna in general. You know, just look at how many Gen 2 Pokemon got referenced in Legends Arceus. So maybe that's what they're going to do here. So All right, so Light back at it again with a speculation. So he switched from Legends ZA to Generation 10. So he says, any idea for Gen 10 starters? So then he has this kind of chart up here. He has fire, water, and grass. Then he has cat, monkey, crocodile, porcupine, which I kind of think is weird because I don't think any of these Pokemon in this row are porcupines. I think Chespin is some kind of rodent. And I think that Cyndaquil is a chinchilla, I think. Maybe. I might be wrong. Then he's got turtle and frog. So basically this is saying that the Gen 10 starters is going to be somehow related in this chart. So we've got a grass cat and a fire cat, but no water cat. So it's possible that maybe the next generation starters could be, one of them could be a water cat or a water-based mammal, you know. We have a grass monkey, a fire monkey, but no water monkey. And that's mainly because monkeys don't like water because they can't swim. And the only other water monkey Pokemon is racist. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't think they're going to go with water monkey. So then we have crocodile. We've got a water croc, a fire croc, but no grass croc. Now, grass croc, I think could actually be possible. You know, because I think, let's see, we haven't had a grass reptile in a while, but we've had a lot of grass reptiles though. You know, Turtwig, Bulbasaur, Snivy, you know, so a grass reptile is possible. Or, you know, crocodile, you know, like Pokemon is possible. So porcupines, you know, grass porcupine, well, grass not porcupine, fire not porcupine. So that means that maybe we'll have another like a water rodent, which again I think we might be due for that, because last water Pokemon we had was a bird, it was a duck, and then before that was Sobble. So we haven't had a grass like mammal or water mammal or water rodent for like a couple generations now. So maybe we're due for another one. Then of course he goes with grass turtle, which has Turtwig and Squirtle in it, you know, but no fire turtle, which I don't think we've ever had a fire turtle starter, which, to be honest, that would be kind of lit. All right, like fire turtle or fire frog, that would be kind of lit, you know what I'm saying? Then we get a little bit more context, a little bit more, you know, added context to this with Umino Tommy. They post Ghost, Decidueye, Skeledirge, and a question mark, and Ground, Torterra, question mark, Swampert. So basically this is saying that the starters could be, you know, are more than likely going to be either Ghost or Ground type. So, you know, Decidueye was Ghost Grass, Skeledirge was Ghost Fire, which means the next one could be Ghost Water. And the same thing goes for here. Torterra was grass ground. Too many G words. And then Swampert was water ground. So that means that we could get a fire ground Pokemon, which honestly would be kind of fire. Like, and that would actually kind of fit with being a turtle. You know what I'm saying? Because there's two types of turtles, really. You've got like your water turtles, like your turtles. And then you've got your tortoises, which are more land-based. All right, so what better way to get a fire turtle than make him a tortoise, you know? As far as the water ghost type, a cat, you know what? A monkey could work, because again, monkeys can't swim. So a monkey that drowned in the water and became like a ghost Pokemon, like, I can see that. You know, it's terrifying for children, but I can see that. So next we move to some non-Pokemon news. We have Stealth says, according to Midori, Monolith Soft is working on a project codenamed Legacy with Nintendo. So Monolith Soft, if you know Monolith Soft, they are the guys behind Xenoblade, you know, the Xenoblade games. So Project Legacy could be a port. A lot of people are thinking that maybe this is going to be a Xenosaga or Xenoblade port, the release, you know, when the Switch 2 comes out, you know, because Xenoblade, you know, Xenoblade 1, that would be kind of lit. I mean, I don't know if I would want to go back and play Xenoblade 1 again, But I definitely know some people who probably would, and that would definitely fill out the Switch 2's launch library. You know, if that is something that is coming out, you know, or it could be for a later date down the road, or it could be a completely new game. All right, you know what I'm saying? Or it might not even be a Xenoblade game at all. They could be working on a remake or a sequel to a different franchise. I mean, Star Fox comes to mind. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine a Monolith Soft Star Fox game? I don't want to get you hyped, but that might be lit though. All right, so then we get to the Pokey controversy. So, a while ago, but well, actually almost a week ago, Joe Merrick posted on Twitter. So Nintendo Dream has put out the results of the poll over the favorite characters in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Here is the top 5: Juliana / Florian, Carmine, Rika, Arvin. Kieran is number 1. And then he says Kieran won something. So, because Kieran always comes up second best, you know, in the game. And then when he finally becomes like the champion of the Blueberry Academy, he turns around and loses to you. So he finally won something. So then, of course, Riddler Khu comes in and he says, not really. 74% of votes came from female readers. So, of course, Joe Merrick says, I mean, they did a poll. These are results of the poll. That doesn't change the poll nor the results of the poll. Now, I can already tell you where this is going left, all right? Because Riddler Khu came in and said that 74% of the people doing the poll were women, all right? And so then Riddler Khu Joe Merrick is like, well, so? He's already assuming that, you know, Riddler Khu is being like misogynist with this. He's like, Riddler Khu hates women. Like, he says the poll is like this because of women, and it's wrong, you know, because that's just the way the West works. We're in this kind of like hypersensitive, you know, atmosphere when it comes to everything. So, you know, so then Riddler Khu says, well, that's simple. That means that the results are biased. And to be honest, he's kind of right. I mean, polls are just biased anyway because they're basically popularity contests. All right, who likes which option the most? All right, and just picking something because you like it is inherently biased. It doesn't really matter if that thing is actually better than the other things or not. That's just a thing that you liked enough to pick. So technically, he's right. You know, it is biased, but you know. And so, of course, people kind of got mad at this, saying that, oh, he's saying that the poll is biased because mostly women voted. So then, you know, Merrick, you know, he pipes up and he's like, would you say the same if I were to do it with the Cerebi fan base, which skews similar demographics but inverted? Would you say those don't count? And now, here's the thing. He never said it didn't count. He just said that it was biased. All right, there's a difference between poll is biased versus results don't count. I mean, he didn't really say it doesn't count. He's just saying that the poll was biased. All right, mainly because most females like Kieran. All right, like they like Kieran's like bad boy energy. Like they got the whole, oh, I can fix him. How many times have you heard chicks say that? Oh, I can fix him. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, some dudes have said that too, you know, about bad chicks. But mainly, I don't think that Riddler Khu was trying to be misogynistic here. I think he was saying because the poll skewed so female that it was bound to be Karen the win since most chicks like Karen. You know, but I think Merrick is taking this the wrong way. He's taking it as like, oh, wait a minute, what do you mean? Like, what, you think that dudes wouldn't vote for the thing that they like too? If 74% of dudes voted in the poll, they would also be biased, okay? Because guess what? If 74% of dudes voted, this will probably be all waifus. I'm just being honest. A waifu probably would have won. Because guess what? Dudes like waifus. That is the male bias when it comes to characters. Me personally, I would have voted for Arvin, and I'm glad my boy Arvin got number 2. Because Arvin probably had the best story in the entire game. Okay? Alright? I'm just saying, you know, so Riddler Q finishes off with, I just wanted your readers to know the situation of the samples when you didn't write every key point with your post. So basically, he's saying, well, you didn't tell people that most of the people who voted were women, and thus that kind of explains why the poll is the way it is. So, what do you think? Do you think that Riddler Q is being misogynist? Or you're like, oh, Mario, he just hates women. You see how he treats Centro. You know what I'm saying? He just hates women. Or are you in the camp of like, yeah, this was a misunderstanding and a clash of cultures between like edgy Easternism versus like hypersensitive Westernism? Tell me what you think in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, people, keep it real, and hope to see you in the next video.